Hey guys, welcome back to Set Streets and Eats. I'm Chris Bauer. I am in front of Jungle Jim's grocery store here in Cincinnati, Ohio. I have been to the original location just north of Cincinnati. This is the second location, which is just south of town on the Kentucky side of the Cincinnati area. I have never been inside this location. I've been past it before. I'm excited to get in there and see what kind of animatronics and other things they have inside, and I hope you guys will join me. Let's go see it. Some kind of a 60s trailer with Sonny and Cher and clothes on a clothing rack. It's like an old airline or Airstream trailer. Those are pretty cool.
This lady here, see this lady right here? See that big smile on her face? She just won $350. See my face? I'm not smiling anymore. She's smiling. I put this story together to let you know that we're not a big corporation. We started on the bottom and worked our way up. And if you young people out there have an idea or a dream, don't be afraid to go for it.
It's cool. They have the Jungle Jim's little theater over there, and you can watch the Jungle Jim story, how he started his grocery stores back in the 70s here in Cincinnati. Pretty neat. And just like the other location, their bathrooms look like Porta Johns, but when you go in them, they're just normal bathrooms and a porta john. Cool Chinese dragon over the Asian food section. These are all different kinds of 20 and 40 pound bags of rice. No big deal. So you got turkey, India, and Pakistan. Sri Lanka. These are all different products from those countries. It's just pretty cool. There's no reason not to try all kinds of new foods when you shop at Jungle Jim's. Cafe du Monde, that's America, or French, I guess, since we basically have it in Louisiana, and that's kind of what the first settled at. Getting now into the Mexican food section, which is quite extensive as well. A lot of products. Oh, we got all these different sauces. Ooh, honey hot sauce, Carolina hot sauce. So I'm getting into the salsa and hot sauce section, by the way, which is massive. And you can tell that section because that's where a giant fire truck is. Also, if you wanted a poncho sweatshirt, they got them here. So the hot sauce section is illustrated by this gigantic full-size fire truck. And well, that's kind of cool. I mean, it's weird that there's a head, but you know, okay. They got a lot of actual hose attachments and different things that firefighters use. That's pretty neat. And this is all hot sauce. There's thousands of them in here. It's pretty crazy. You really don't even realize there's that much hot sauce out there until you walk through here. Ha! The bomb. I believe that's the sauce on Hot Ones that they're always giving to people, and they, of course, the celebrities all die pretty much on that one. Pretty sure it's the bomb. Maybe it's the bomb and not da bomb. Not 100% sure. Comment below if you know the difference. Dave's and Sandy, that's been around for 20 or 30 years now. That's a big brand in hot sauce. For sure. First of all, this contraption is completely insane. This clearly looks like it used to be a plane that they retrofitted into a hot sauce, I guess, marketing tool. This thing is huge. It's insane. It's like a jet engine with wings. Wow. That's nuts. But boy, does it get your attention, so I guess it's effective. Ah, the soda aisle. King of Pop. So they have one of these over at the other store as well. If you press this, it's different Michael Jackson songs. There's really not much point in us doing that here since I can't really play any of them on YouTube, but you get the drift. Every time you press it, Michael Jackson starts playing. It's pretty awesome. But this is pretty cool. These Kellogg's animatronics are unbelievable. Look at that. That thing's like 15 feet tall. Look at that. And this is clearly made just for marketing. Possibly just for here, I'm not sure. You got Pinocchio and his father.
Sounds good to me.
So let's see. Let's push it. Of course, it's got custom messaging. And he just goes back and forth on his rocking horse. It's very cool. And very big and impressive. I like the Hanna-Barbera advertisements. They have George Jetson in his little spaceship. And then they have Fred Flintstone and Barney. And then, was it Dastardly? Was it Dastardly Doug? He's in the Batmobile. I could be wrong. I can't remember if that was Dastardly or if that was the guy's name or the character's name. You got a Donald Duck double head over there. Of course, in the seafood section, they have an entire huge fishing boat. And I do mean huge. A little fishing village scene up here with the purple people eater wave runner. Oh my God, look at this. They got a whole shark. Holy cow. Anybody hungry? You can literally buy shark steaks for $4.99 a pound. Wow, that's crazy. Or maybe you want an entire alligator. That's right. Would you like to eat an alligator? You can do that here. I don't believe I've ever seen a place where you could literally just order up a bunch of shark steaks, cut off an entire shark, and throw the fin in. Why not? I would like to dip this entire case in butter. Fun little, I guess it's kind of animatronic because it's moving. It looks more like an actual carnival ride for babies. Or a former carnival ride, I should say, because these little cars you can actually put kids in. Big honey pot going in a circle, or a hive. Of course they have B-movie plushies decorating it, hanging around it like bees buzzing. It's a good idea for that. I really liked B-movie. I don't know why they didn't make a sequel to that. Jerry Seinfeld killed it. I thought that was a very entertaining flick. So they have a whole jams, jellies, and maple syrup section. But check this out. This maple syrup tree, they got $1 million in uncirculated money money that was taken out of circulation that they shredded to make the tree. How crazy is that? Look at that. Just tore up $1 million, shredded it. No big deal. I guess it was out of circulation, so technically it was worthless. But still, the guy that had to shred it, you had to think, as he's about to put it in the shredder, he thought about it. He thought about it. Whole PT Cruiser up there with jelly bean wheels, you know, as they normally come. The Big Apple, that does describe the produce section pretty well. Oh boy, we got us a Roadrunner, and he has a button. Oh, he's a moving. Oh, it's a little wobbly. It's like he's moving. He's being chased by that coyote back there. Look out, Roadrunner. He's got a lasso. I mean, he's gonna miss, obviously, but still. You gotta dodge. Dodge him. Okay, well. Not quite the animatronic action I was hoping for, but, you know, it's something. It's something. Pretty large produce section. Pretty much any kind of fruit or vegetable you could ever imagine is definitely in here. What's crazy to me is they have I used to work in the convenience store grocery business, and we just had to, to write up all these credits because you're always crediting groceries that go bad. Holy cow. Is that yellow watermelon? Melon water yellow. It sure is. I didn't even know that was a thing. It's crazy. Yellow watermelon. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, if this stuff doesn't get sold, man, I just wonder what their credit situation is with, especially a lot of these foreign products. I mean, these huge sections of foreign food. I just wonder if they are always writing credits for them. Interesting, but the produce is crazy because there's just the amount of it is insane. I mean, look at all of it. And if you don't, I mean, it's only got days, if not a week, of shelf life, and then it's over. I just wonder how much of it actually goes bad and how much of it gets sold. Clearly, it must be worth it though. If it wasn't, it wouldn't do it. By the way, I pressed that button a few minutes ago, that Roadrunner, and he's still going over there. Isn't that crazy? The big cheese. 814 pounds. Good Lord. Can you imagine that? Took 6 months to make. That's crazy. Wow. And what cheese section wouldn't be complete without Tom and Jerry and their cheese-mobile? Pretty good sized cheese section. Jungle Jim's World of Cheese. Looks lovely. Lots of cheeses from all over the world. So I spotted these from across the room, of course. Looky here. We got some original Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater vintage stuff. The Warblettes in their original form too, the old crow form. Before they were nice and colorful. Hold on, let's see if they actually perform. They do! Now granted, that's not quite their voices or a song they performed in the show, but it's cool to see them working. Looks like we have one of the three mouth still works. The second one's mouth sort of works. The middle one, not even trying. Oh wait, it did. It can't open for the big notes. Only trying for the big notes. So you can see of the three, there is only the one on the right that seems to be working. The one on the left is trying, but she's really just chomping on her own tongue. Middle Warblette's like, no, I'm done. I had my time at Chuck E. Cheese Pizza Time Theater. I'm over this. Now I stand in front of a pet section selling dog leashes and collars and food and cat trees. But 40 years ago, when they were in their prime, they were on the main stage, or at least the balcony stage, singing to their heart's content. Because they've been around for so long, it kind of is like walking into like an off the strip Vegas casino and seeing, I don't know, some past act that used to be huge back in the 80s singing, and you're just like, oh yeah, Tony, they're still around. You know, it's kind of like that, where you're just like, oh, I forgot about them, and oh, they've gotten older, but they're still performing the hits. You know, kind of feels like that when you see the Warblettes singing above a pet section at Jungle Jim's. Which is kind of funny to think of it in those terms. Jelly Belly is definitely a sponsor of the candy section, much like M&M clearly is as well. Those look like old penny or dime or quarter rides. The Spider-Man, Wolvie, and Hulk. That's kind of a cool use for those. I love these old bumper cars they get from old carnival rides, or when they buy out the old ones and make them into candy racks. They did that the other Jungle Gyms as well. It's a great idea. They look really cool. Toy store underneath here. I've noticed there's two different toy sections. This is one of them. Looks like the younger toys. But I have some normal toys in here too. But over here they have another section of toys. I guess it's more of collectibles. What got my attention, of course, was the Funko back wall, but it's really just a whole bunch of collectibles. Oh, this is cool. They got the light up believe sign from Ted Lasso. God, I love that show. It's so good. Seinfeld collectibles, Lebowski, Golden Girls. Of course, every Funko Pop you can think of. Pretty sure they sponsored this section. Obvi. Stranger Things. Five Nights at Freddy's for all you animatronic fans. Is anyone else surprised when it comes to Five Nights merchandise that they haven't made? I know they have these really high-end statues, but why haven't they made a mini animatronic statue? Like that actually moves, kind of like the one Aaron was working on, the Billy Bob one. I mean, they could probably get $400 or $500 out of it. I don't know. Would someone, a Five Nights fan, drop that kind of money on a mini animatronic? I really don't know. Would be kind of cool though. I love those lights, those desk lamps. They're pretty neat. I got the Boba Fett cookie jar, Admiral Akbar mug. That's pretty cool. Piggy bank. That's cool. That's cute. Very. Of course, Marvel. Tons of stuff. And anime, My Hero. All kinds of stuff. Even the giant pops they got over there. See, they have a racetrack up here on the wall with 2 actual race cars. That's pretty cool. Of course, they have a little grill over here where you can grab lunch, and a bar where you can grab a beer while you shop. I like this. This is the lounge area where you can enjoy your beer, play some pinball, Star Trek and CSI. Oh, they got a Ghostbusters one too. That's awesome. Nice. That is cool. Very cool. Looks like they got one of the old, Delta Sky Club signs. It's funny. Has all the old, the way they used to do it. Where they would put the flight numbers and times up by hand. That's crazy. And then Edgar Allan Poe. No, I'm sorry, Jacques Villeminot.
Well, Jack,
Oh.
I get what you after, Food Baby, Breakfast of the Stranger. I am an ordinary guy, burning down the house.
So he is apparently an animatronic. It's interesting. He must have a motion sensor down here. Very weird.
People are often surprised by my love of California wines. They say to me, Jacques, you are French. Surely you believe that very thing. But my mind has been changed. The day was May 24th, 1976. I found myself at the Intercontinental Hotel in Paris. A historic event was taking place. A panel of French wine experts was engaged in a blind tasting of unknown Californian wines against the most renowned wine of France. I was, of course, asked to join this tasting panel. When the tasting was over and the scores revealed, the room was shocked to learn that we picked 2 California wines as the best. The 1973 Chateau Montelena Chardonnay and the 1973 Stage Deep Wine Cellars Cabernet Sauvignon. This landmark tasting changed the wine world forever.
So he basically tells little wine facts and wine stories. That's a really good animatronic. I don't see if you saw his eyes. He doesn't have a whole lot of mouth movement, but he's supposed to be a stone statue. He's really pretty impressive. I didn't even realize there was going to be an animatronic. When I walked up, I thought it was Edgar Allan Poe. Reminds me of the head from the original Batman series that they used to push back and push the button to go down to the Batcave. Well, they exposed the pole that they would slide down to go to the Batcave. Anyway, another little pop culture reference. Alrighty. Well, that was another entertaining shopping experience. I didn't really shop there because obviously I'm just passing through. But if I lived here, got my sunglasses. If I lived here, I would definitely shop here. It's pretty awesome. Just the spices alone, I would love to get my spices here. They have spices in there you've never heard of. And it would be kind of cool to try them on all kinds of different foods. But pretty awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed this tour of Jungle Jim's Eastgate here in Cincinnati. And thanks for joining me. See you guys next time. Bye now.